A very good evening to you and welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdi Rabah. I have my amazing panelists with me. But before you meet them, let's take a look at some of the stories that have been trending all week long. All right, so now starting off with this daily social media use. I am shocked that Kenya, okay, I'm not shocked at all, that Kenya has been ranked #1 worldwide for spending more time on social media. Na mina shanga, nini nizimna watch? Please tell me. I wanna know.
You were a good man. Even the Babigam, smart. He had a breath of fresh air around him. People liked him, even women liked him, and he loved them back. He was good.
Even the women liked him, and the men liked him. Sounds like what? But anyway, Ugandan MP tickles mourners after saying that women liked her late husband, and he wasn't afraid to return the love back. So do we have such women in the 254 nowadays? No? Yes? Let's find out after this bumper. Equatorial Guinea has been put on the map worldwide because of one man, Ebang Egonga. What has the panel got to say about this guy? See you on the other side. I have missed you guys. I hope you've been okay. A lot has been happening. Hi, Cindy.
I love the outfit.
Sweet baby. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You know you're the most important person on this panel.
Oh.
I mean...
Cindy,
thank you.
I hope you believe her because we need at least one person to believe her.
I feel like I say that every week.
But thank you.
No, but truly you are, Cindy. Happy birthday. What are you most grateful for?
Oh, everything. Life, family, health, things that you don't take for granted the older you grow. Friendships, networks, still being on this show 8 years later.
It's been 8 years.
It's been 8 years.
Cindy, what do you mean? I watched you here 15 years ago. What are you saying?
I'm the fossil of the show. I'm the one guys ask for reference. So, back in 2001, what did you guys used to do? No, it's been
so,
8
Ilesi
years.
Kukibaki, when it was happening in 2002,
Mulisema
Nini on the show.
It's been 8 fantastic years on the show.
Yeah.
I'm really blessed to turn 42. I'm not ashamed to say my age because aging is a blessing.
It is.
There are so many people who don't get to live to this age, so I am so blessed. So that's the biggest takeout for me, Amina.
I am so glad. I'm truly blessed to have someone like you on the show tonight.
Thank you.
And you've been on the show for such a long time. You've been an amazing support for me specifically. So I am so grateful to have you on the show, Cindy. Truly, I don't want to cry. I'm such a crier. I don't want to cry. Let me just start the fast note. I just love Cindy so much. She's such a sweetheart to
Thank
me.
you so
Oh my
much.
God.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I can apena kulia. Anyway. So, Kwach, uko hapa nimekuona, but it is what it is.
The problem with you, Amina, is now you're making us look bad.
Okay,
Now tunakaa ni
so
kama
does
sisi
Cindy
to
mean a lot to
celebrate
you?
birthday ya Cindy.
Mbona atulii?
Why are you guys not crying?
Hata mulijua niko na birthday.
No, we did, but
I get it. No, au kujua, stop lying.
Mimi nilijua.
Facebook
The
ilimwambia.
triple threat of the day, I know. Everything she's celebrating today, I know.
And also, Cindy, because it's your birthday, just choose a destination. And,
It's a lie. Let me. Our
The panelists we won.
How wasikudanganye by the Cindy. Don't even. But anyway,
Kama
happy
friend
birthday
ya
to Cindy.
watoi. Destination unaenda na nini?
Destination inaweza kuwa Dandora, Lang'ata.
You know, and I always find a problem with people who say, choose anything of your liking. And then you choose an LC300, the Land Cruiser. Then they're like, no, I didn't mean anything like that.
Yes, I meant anything within this budget.
Reasonable. Unanijua.
Achaneni na Kwach, by the way. Let's just move on to the first story, okay? Happy birthday, Cindy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Amina. Thank you,
So
everyone.
now netizens here in the 254 have accused President Ruto of using AI to generate his congratulatory message to Donald Trump after he won the US presidential election. Hapa si wa Kenya tumemwa, like, you know what, kama wewe unakuwa petty, we are going to be petty, yeah. So let's just bring on the screen the message that our president issued to the presidential elect. Anyway, so that's the message. So do you feel like it was chat GPT generated?
Of course.
Kwach, Cindy, unachoma.
Oh, sorry.
The birthday
Go ahead,
yako,
Kwach.
lenga.
Sorry.
Kwach,
Go ahead, Kwach.
Where is the
chat?
problem? If even if it was, where is the problem? I think this is the thing another MP was talking about in Parliament when he was saying children should now be allowed to use phones in the exam rooms because times are changing. If we are having this thing at our dispensation, even if the speech was AI generated, I know people are trying to say, oh, where is the personal touch to your letter? Oh, the AI cannot, generate. But these are things that are not close to your heart. If we Kenyans are not close to his heart, why are we saying Americans would be close to his heart? Let him use ChatGPT to generate speech.
Yeah, I think for the first time I agree with Kwach that, the world is moving. Tulimove kutoka kwa gari za manual tukaingia automatic just to make work easy. The president is a busy man. Please, wacha tu atumie AI, ChatGPT, atengeneze
ChatGPT.
GPT. Yeah, I'm trying to shorten it.
No,
because-
T stands for tall. T stands for tall, and that's something he might not relate.
Watch
The
me,
shade
bro.
of it all.
Yeah. So anyway, let him just use any means that are he's a busy man. He's a busy man. So watch to me nini chat.
I have a
GPT.
different opinion.
Yes, Cindy, carry
I have
on.
a bit of, if somebody is hired to write the president's speech, then why is he hired if AI can do it? There's a whole docket of communications in the office of the president. What are they doing if all they do is ask a computer to generate a speech? Now, Barack Obama did his not really congratulatory, but he gave a written speech after Donald Trump was elected. And of course, Kenyans being Kenyans, they went and checked. No AI generated. It came from the heart. I just feel as a leader, the least you could do is speak from the heart. If you cannot, type up the words, use a recorder or something, put a voice message,
But Cindy,
put a tweet, but
you
chat
see, Cindy,
GPT.
no, if we're being honest, ChatGPT came along so that it can make our works and our lives easier.
Exactly.
But not
so that
to
we
replace.
can, no, babe. No, it doesn't
Not
have
to
no.
replace.
It actually has nothing to do with that. It's just so that we can have a much easier way of expressing ourselves. There are people who Google on ChatGPT, how do I break up with my boyfriend without sounding disrespectful? How can I tell my boss that I don't agree with them, sounding, very respectful? I'm telling you, like, it's a whole world of
Yeah, but-
in its
but there are
own.
consequences.
So they're not trying to be
Yeah.
disrespectful or offensive when they're trying to respond to you. It's just that they don't know how to speak to you in a language that you would understand without sounding offensive. So ChatGPT has just made that easier. Can we just be
I
honest?
don't-
But
think
this
so.
is the whole conversation about. You remember there was a time one of our leading telecommunication companies went to AI to try and generate their billboards.
Yeah.
And there was a whole uproar about it on Twitter on why they're not using local artists and what yada yada yada. And now we are back to this conversation again. And I feel like this is the kind of conversation we had when taxis were moving to online apps.
Yeah.
Like, it is time. It will, once it gets to us, it will get to that point where we will have to start using them. But I also get what Cindy is saying, that messages like this,
Should
especially
be
if you
heartfelt.
hire a team,
Yes.
you
What are they
should
doing?
have a way. That should be your chat GPT.
Yes.
It should not be you going to, otherwise, why are we paying them? Because we are the ones who are paying them. We should let them go if we are using ChatGPT, so that the president just dictates what he wants to say. Leo ni Labor Day, nataka kuambia watu nimeongeza 2% na mafuta imeshuka na 0.008 cents.
No, but Kwach, those speeches are not supposed to be like man-made. You know, we're not in the US where Donald Trump will tell us what we think we need to hear versus what we would like to hear, because it's based on policies and strategies on how you want to run the country. You know, be honest. Like,
you mean they run on policies?
Yes, no.
America, they run on policies.
No, they don't. That's what I said. I said,
oh, and you said we are different.
Do not act like you're Donald Trump and you're just telling us what we want to hear and what we need to hear based on policy. That's what I said.
Are you saying we are different?
We have somehow, somewhat, you know what, okay, let me be honest. Okay, let me be honest.
Let's just admit
after our demonstrations and we invaded Parliament, I thought we were all on the same page, and then I found out that the community on Facebook is a whole other
community than the one on TikTok. Right.
That's what
like,
is true.
we are not one.
No,
we're not
we're
one.
not.
We're not together. And we have to be honest that we have a disproportionate majority of the population who are the voting majority, right? Because we have a lot of people, Gen Z, millennials, we don't post. We don't vote.
Yeah.
We don't go out to the streets and actually vote. We don't we don't participate in the polls where once we say that Ruto must go, are you really backing it up with
That's
your...
It's the beauty of democracy.
Thank you, Kwach.
It's the beauty of
Do
democracy.
they go?
That then...
Do they go though? Do you feel like a majority of millennials and Gen Z will go and demonstrate? Okay, so then now when we're going to the streets and we're crying and we're sad and we're upset, and we know that Facebook is... Facebook is the selling platform. Selling is the marketing platform. And we have people between the ages of
40 and 65.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sasa.
Kina nyinyi.
Akina Cindy wako Facebook
Na
wakisema
kina Nyata.
we should respect
Hapo
our
ndio
elders.
tunatawala, by the way. Screenshots za Instagram and TikTok. Hapo ndio tunasengenyana.
Hapo ndio mnatuma links zenyu za ati nani za devil worshipper.
By the way,
let me tell you, if you have not been told that you're a devil worshipper, or if
Kwani
you have...
guys are in our church, how did you know? How did you know?
That is how you know you're doing well in life.
Na Illuminati.
So, Illuminati, if you don't have a sponsor for women, and if you are not... What else? It's Illuminati and women.
No, it's mostly Illuminati. Like
Illuminati, and if you're a female, you have someone in wash.
Spiritual
wash.
altars.
Yeah, it's
Come
those
on, they keep telling me I'm in wash.
Nyata, no
I'm
one
in
has
Illuminati. And I'm like, no, guys, I'm working hard.
Nyata, no
You know,
one
absolutely
has ever
no.
said that. Why are you lying? Kwachu has ever told you that Nyata is in wash.
guys, you know.
No one
Labda
has
akifua
ever
nguo
said.
zake. Like, there's no reason whatsoever why anyone would think
Nyata
hakuna mtu ako kwa
is
wash
still
anavaa kitenge.
awkward.
There's no one.
Wash ni ya wale, kitenge ni ya wale watu middle class. Inawasumbua pesa ndogo mingi na kusumbua.
Kitenge ni ya wale wa kutuweka kwa WhatsApp.
Na ndo mimi nimevaa kitenge leo.
Anyway, listen, but to be very honest, Nyata has more money than us. In this
Yeah, we all
studio,
know that.
like he would pay our salaries 5 times.
I hope someone out there believes you,
Anyway,
Amina,
but
because
no, but you Kwach unajua nini? Kwach, you're a hater. Kwach, it is high time we told you you're a hater.
You know, the number of times I've
The
come
number,
through for
exactly.
Kwach.
Tell him, he's
Kwach
a liar.
amekwama
A
ananiambia,
liar.
do you have
Say.
20,000 urgently? And
Exactly.
I usually have
Do
this.
you?
Yeah,
Do
lose
you?
money. Na
Do
namtumia.
you? Eh.
Sasa ndio ananisaliti.
Ndo huyu hapa. Ndo huyu
You will remember
hapa.
me.
Yeah, you feel like Riggy G right now on the show, yeah? Don't feel like Riggy G. We care about you. We care about you. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll come back with the traitor that is Kwach. And Cindy the sweetheart, because it's her birthday. And of course we have
I'm
Nyata
loving
and
the
myself,
label.
Amina. The hashtag is TTTT. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back. Now, let's talk about the most popular country in Africa. Can we say it in unison? No. Let's not do that. Can we all say it in unison? 1, 2, 3. Equatorial Guinea. Kisii.
Oh God, I got it wrong.
No.
I am going with.
Cindy,
You are.
Cindy,
Oh
I,
my
I-
God.
when I
Yes.
tell you,
Wait,
I mean,
Cindy,
when
what
I
did
tell
you
you
guess?
Cindy belongs to Facebook.
Wait, Cindy, what did you guess? Which
I said
country?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso, Quach.
Of course, me, I know it's Equatorial Guinea.
Okay, Tata.
Nyamira.
What?
Of course, it's Kisii, Nyamira.
No,
Kisii is not a nation.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Eh?
It just became.
By the way, Kisii is a nation
Did you
because
say Kisii is an exclamation mark? What did you say?
No, I said Kisii is a nation
Oh, a nation.
on its
Sorry.
own. Yeah.
Sorry.
Amina, you are
apologize.
right. It is an exclamation mark.
It's shock. Anyway, so please let's talk about Equatorial Guinea. Okay, because this is a country I didn't even know, like I knew it from history, but I didn't even know what they export, import, what they're known for. Like, I knew nothing about this country up until this week. Now, Equatorial Guinea has had their government issue orders on a crackdown on copulation in government offices after 400 leaked private videos appeared to show finance ministry official having a good time with different women in different places, including his office, some of them wives and relatives of senior government officials. Vice President Nguema Obiang Mangue ordered new measures to prevent judiciary and ministry officials from engaging in illicit acts at work. A government official stated as well that this is not something that should ever be practiced ever in office. Now, this included installing security cameras are big, in all offices, as well as stepping up security. Quach, I feel like you're the one who this would ever happen to. Because if we're being honest,
Like he can relate.
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm trying to find.
just-
I mean, I'm
yeah.
trying to find the frequency. Unaniongelesha wapi?
Quach, this would never happen to anyone else in this nation, in the FM offices, in the NTV, NMG, NTV. It would never happen.
I keep wondering, why did they call it?
400. Ulifanya kazi siku gani? Like, were you at work? Were you
Yeah.
overworking?
No,
Those
but
are
what
too
do you
many
mean?
people.
This man was at work every day of the 400 days. What
Because
do you
he
mean?
was working with the 400 women to
Yeah.
deliver.
Yeah, this is, and I think now it's been made very clear. It's been made very clear that the problem has never been the man. The problem has never been the man. In this series, we have seen that only one man cheated.
I like that you called it a series because it's season 1 until season 2.
Yes. Yeah, by the way, 375 kama kuna mtu akona yenye iko na audio anitumie. But
Kufikia hapo audio imepotea.
hey, I think audio haichezi ya 375.
Yeah.
But now in these videos only one man cheated. But 400 women participated.
Most
Who
of
is
them-
the problem?
Most of them married wives, by the
Who
way.
is the problem?
It's the man.
Why is the man the
He's
problem?
influencing.
What do you mean? Who are they to be influenced like that?
No.
Because in a lot of the videos that allegedly other people told me, what they said they saw in the video.
Yeah.
So I'm just going by what they said, yeah. It just looked like in some of them they were being forced, they were being coerced without.
There's not
Amina,
a single.
Amina.
If you have not watched, then we are
You
telling
need to watch. You need to watch the
Oh,
series.
this is the expert witness.
Yes.
I haven't,
Yeah,
I haven't
because,
watched it, so I can't tell.
You know, I analyzed the videos. I watched them. Did
you analyze
Yeah,
Nyata?
yes, I did. And the first thing I saw, there was some, I saw like it's a kissy man, that's for sure. And we tried to trace his roots. He has roots from somewhere in Kisii, but obviously, as Quach is saying, these women took advantage of a weak man.
Stop!
A
my
simple
God.
weak
Stop
kissy
it.
man.
Weak kissy
Stop,
man.
I
no,
agree
shut
with you.
up.
Because he was in the finance
no.
ministry.
Yes.
They took advantage of him.
Yes.
Yes, they did. I mean, that man was hard working. Ako kwa ofisi
That man
kidogo
was
kidogo.
busy playing with his
Playing with things he's
Computer.
not supposed to be playing with outside of his marriage.
exactly. He has 6 children with a beautiful, gorgeous wife.
Yeah.
He had no business touching his What is that? What is in the
The
scientific
frequency,
term?
the knobs for the frequency.
He had no reason to be looking for frequencies around the continent to see what station is going to Shika. You know what I mean?
But you see,
every video, and after frequency. According to research.
Yeah.
According to research.
So actually, Amina, what he was doing is just to make sure that because he has been coerced, he has been taken advantage.
He's calming himself down.
Yeah, that thing he's doing is trying to understand, am I okay? Is it me the problem? No, I'm not the problem.
You're the problem. Coach,
So
that's
he
how you calm
continues.
yourself down? Is that
Yeah.
what you do?
Oh,
is that
Not
how you...
managing the
Well,
situation.
Everyone has a way of keeping things under control.
Do we?
So that's for him. That is what was working.
Yeah.
But also the other thing is now the government does not know how do we handle this thing. You know there are things that you know are wrong, but you do not know what do we attach it to. Like now they arrested him. They kafungwa kama a terrorist.
What is the charge?
He's chained everywhere, and I'm like, why are they chaining him like this?
What do you mean? Why?
Why are they chaining him like that? He's not a
the country's
terrorist.
reputation.
He's not a terrorist. You know, first of all, what people
Actually, he's raising
what
the
people do
country's
not
reputation.
understand, Cindy, and this is what people missed. Egonga is not the man who released the videos.
You know, Coach,
He just recorded the videos,
For
kept
what
them
purpose?
in his vault, somewhere in the house.
what
Akaiweka
purpose?
safely.
To
I
encourage
not
tourists.
You know,
So
sometimes
we-
we all do
okay.
appraisals and we like to review performance.
Okay, PDD, we are here, we are hitting you.
Yeah.
I'm
The
just trying to
PDD of Africa.
understand.
Yeah.
Did
Here's
you
the
have
thing.
to record every single one of the 400 escapades? You know what I mean? Like, you have 6 children, Kwat.
Yeah.
Relax. It's okay. And then your name being Ebang Egonga doesn't even help anything. If you were brought up in the 254, Ebang Egonga. The jokes write themselves.
Yeah, that's how I know he's a Kisi man, because
Yeah, he's a
Kisis
Kisi
just
man.
add A and then they make
Egonga.
it. Like Luo say Chiro,
Egonga.
Chiro for market, and then Kisi says A Chiro.
Yeah.
Like
Egonga.
they just add things randomly.
So here's my wacha nikwambia ile mshene sisi watu wa Facebook. Tunaongea maneno ya spiritual altars and all that stuff. I honestly think there's something psychotic about this guy. It's not normal. I know guys are putting him as a poster child of men's conference, but even you guys know there's absolutely no way you can sleep with 400 different women, including your wife. And you know, at the back of our head, it's 400 videos that have been seen. Maybe there are others they did not record. Ama kuna hard disk haijapatikana. Ama kuna hard disk ili crash. So there are 400 that we know.
Eat a storage. Eat a hard disk.
And you're talking about Egonga. But
So-
also,
Yes.
sorry.
So you see, I honestly think, in my head I was like, what is going on in this guy that I'm sure we've seen on social media, there's this famous picture that's been posted and Max made. He slept with almost half of the women on that line. It's not normal.
What do you
Remove
mean
him
it's not
from
normal?
office,
It's not.
prosecute him, although there's nothing wrong he's
Cindy,
done.
you left.
Unless a woman comes up and bring charges.
You
But if
left-
it's willing buyer, willing seller, fire him and take him to see a
No,
psychologist.
Cindy, were you shocked that most of the women were married women?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
no?
really?
Why? I was shocked that most women were married.
I think it's easier for them
I
to be
could
married.
say why,
women.
but it's my birthday and my anniversary. So I'm trying to maintain this thing.
Yeah,
Trying-
but also on the flip side, really, since he's a family man, I think that's where alikosea
man.
kidogo, because now you want to think about
Kidogo.
your kids. Yeah, kidogo tu, aliteleza kidogo. You know, married men, ni kuteleza tu kidogo. And
Haikuangi
also
kidogo.
that, as I said, that he has children now, you know, you can't imagine the kind of torture probably the wife and the kids are going through. Being the world of social media, there's no way the wife has not seen those tapes, nor the kids. I don't know how old the kids are, but probably he should have thought about the family first, so that hizo hard disk zake azieke more, you know, those are things you put in a safe. You know, ukiweka
this-
kwa pesa, title deed, unaweka
what?
na nini hapo.
Coach, we have to take a quick break, but if I can respond to Nyata,
Yes.
they're all under 10, and he has a total of 6 children with his wife, a very beautiful, absolutely gorgeous woman.
Beautiful, yeah.
With her, he has 6 children. and they all look very, very nice. Some of them, you know, according to what we see online, they have been participating very well in school. They have been winning in sports, and they've just been doing very well. Yeah. So you cannot try to make it look like there's an excuse that we can give.
Yeah. And also,
this is how you know that when we tell you it is us, we mean it is us. Yes. You do not need to have done something for me to go out there.
Yeah, and also you can't doubt really that the 6 kids are his.
Nyata, let's just take a break. I feel like, you know, like, I don't know if this show has, can we be violent? I don't know. Is that
no. We have a safeguarding policy.
Let's just take a break. Thank you so much. We're taking a quick break. When we get back, maybe Nyata will be here. Maybe he might not. The hashtag is TTTT at The Trend Live is our handle. My name is Amina Abdurrahba. Thank you so much. Let's take a quick break. Okay, so I understand apparently we have a song. Eba ngegonga, eba ngegonga, eba ngegonga, eba ngegonga, eba ba 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 ba. Okay, but Cindy, who are these people who are claiming that Ebang Egonga?
That would be a hit song.
How is that his name,
like,
though? Like, I feel like these jokes are just written for the Kenyan online community. And you know that KOT come up with jokes regardless of what your name is.
Yes.
And then your name happens to be Ebang Egonga. And you record videos with more than 400 women.
Anyone who is also religious knows who Balthazar was. So it's just, you know...
Okay, well, let me ask you guys a question, yeah? Biblically, who's Balthazar? Like, I know that's a biblical name. What did Balthazar do?
I try kuchokoza watu wa Facebook.
Kwa nini suniambia? No, I'm asking, like, alifanya?
Usishike.
Biblia inakuanga mlima pale Facebook. Biblia is the mlima of Facebook. If you touch it, they will start, oh, this show.
Okay, so Cindy, who do you think on our show is the most Balthazar Ebang Egonga person ever?
Where is my screen?
You have known the show from James Match to Larry Madowo to myself. That's a whole lot of...
Everyone is on your this side, Cindy.
So who's on your radar as Balthazar Ebang Egonga?
This one. Pointing at him.
Who's the person?
It doesn't help that it comes from Luan.
Who is it? Who is it? Tell us. Who is it?
You're in our radar.
Okay, so Kwaj, Abeg, do you feel like Balthazar?
Me, I'm like, what are you guys celebrating about 400? Like, that bar is too low. 400? That bar is too low. It's just that wengine hawana cameras.
Yeah. Watch as it the 1,000 mark, yeah?
Hey, bro, is there something you want to tell people?
Anyway, let's just move on. Is there anyone who wants to speak about El Balthazar?
No. The other thing, the final thing I wanted to say, I think it would
Of course, as yourself.
Yeah. As myself, I would also say that this happens. Let's not think that this is also just an Equatorial Guinea story.
It is, truly. Quite.
I am telling you.
400 women, bro.
This happens in our offices. It might not be 400. It might not be recorded. But I am telling you.
It's happening.
Hapa.
It might not be, and when he says Hapa, he does not mean this building.
No. Let it go on record.
But Kwach also has a point. Us as Kenyans, Kenyan men and women, let me put equal measure.
Yes.
We are very stealth. So somebody is doing a bang, a gongang, they're not recording.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, and there's a comment that someone has said on Twitter, when they said 400 is possible, it depends over what period of time. You know, as we are working with 365 days a year.
Yes.
But if this is over 10 years, you know, it's 40 women a year. There are people who do that.
If you watch the documentation, the hairstyle does not change too much. It means it's over a short period of time.
It's 1 month hivi.
Head clean.
Nikazia
So you can't
mwezi.
even tell if he's growing old. Then he has those baby faces. Those guys were young forever. So it could be over a period of 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 1
No,
year.
but you know, Cindy, like, let's think about it, yeah? Like, the president's daughter, the attorney general's
His
daughter.
brother's wife.
His brother, his uncles, they couldn't even say his auntie's, like, his pregnant aunt.
Yes.
They were like his uncle's pregnant wife.
Imagine.
They couldn't even define it as his pregnant aunt.
Yes.
He was his youngest brother's
And that's the
wife.
weakness we were really...
And no, why are you not shocked? I want Nyata, you and Kwach. I just want to know how come it shocked me and Cindy and it didn't shock the two of you. Like, that's where we're at right now on the show.
Service to humanity is not something that should be much of a shock.
This
I
is
mean,
not service.
In fact, men are not taking it as an ethical challenge. They're
Yes.
taking it as a standard set.
yeah, that is, but
I mean,
also I
badass.
like the fact that now, you know, as Kwach is saying, these are things that could truly be happening in our offices. And Kenyan married men are you know, are a bit shaky because maybe this is happening. So
It
let's
is
recommend,
happening.
let's recommend installation of CCTVs in offices. Na mabibi wapewe nini passwords.
Umesema nani kamza nyumbani ziende kwa
ziende
ofisi.
kwa ofisi. And if you know, it's in an office where people are married, the spouses or you know the better halves wapewe hizo passwords so they can watch their husbands and wives
Yata, you
at
can't
work.
control that because we are told that hotels are full during lunch hours.
Oh,
So
For reasons.
si ofisi pekee.
yeah.
Yeah.
That-
So
and
basi kila mtu
also maybe
ataenda
as a
na-
man, I'd rather be ebang egonga than the uncle.
I just wish that no man would be a bang or a gonga. I wish no man would be banganging or a bonganging. Like, you know, Kwach, you and Nyata shock us every day on this show. And I just want people to know that this does not in any way reflect the views and opinions of NTV or NMG in any way, shape or form. Like, atuwajuya watu. In fact, wanakujanga tu every Friday. Na kama hatuna watu wa kufanya show, Kwach na Nyata, we just add them on because we're like, we can't have the show only me and Cindy, right? But I just need people to know, see it, they're not our final choices. Like, we discuss, me, Denga, my producer, my director, Diana, we sit down and we're like, do we add unaona tuongeze Kwach? Yeah. It's a long conversation.
The fact that you keep agreeing that you should add him.
We don't. It's just that you're so available. You're too available. It pisses me. Anyway, no. But I'm just so surprised. Those are too many married women and too many. Oh, there were no men.
Yeah.
That we know of.
That's why I said
we know
it's
of.
just one married man
Yes.
versus 400 married women.
Yes.
The
It's
problem
over
is
saying-
not the men.
Yeah.
It's over saying there are 400 married women. We don't know.
Yeah.
Because even in this whole PDD case, things are coming up. That it's not only...
No, this is a true African man. It's a true
There
African
are
man.
some things, if you do in frequency, there are no boundaries.
There are
There's no
two
black
things
and
that
white.
told me this man is a true African man.
Let's just go to
Akiweka
the
Dedan
next story.
Kimathi.
And the performance.
Umesema vita ni vita.
Vita ni- Awo is awo.
Yeah. So that in case he dies, at least.
He fought a good fight.
This is so embarrassing. I want to die. I hope you guys are going to insult us the same. Like, Kwach ndo alianza joke. Mimi nilicheka. Let's just go on to other stories because there's a lot to talk about, right? So now Kenya, because we win in a lot of other things other than having a gonga as someone who we can fully relate to. Well, anyway, now Kenya ranks first in the world for the amount of time its people spend on social media. This finding comes from the digital report research conducted by Visual Capitalist, a site that focuses on this type of analysis that says that sisi kama wa Kenya, in fact, ikikuja social media, sisi #1, Twitter #1, Facebook #1. All of these dating sites, sisi ndo tuko #1 by the way, Nyata.
Yeah.
And you know what's the shocking thing is that this data, you and I didn't have to conduct it from this platform. I knew that you command a lot of attention, especially on TikTok, and you comment all the time on social media.
Yeah.
Nini shida yako?
So I
Shida yako kwa nini
you know,
haswa?
that's my medium of trade, number one. That's where my office is, you know, social media. But also, I mean, I agree that, you know, Kenyans could be the ones spending a lot of time on social media. I traveled, you know, recently I was in Australia.
Australia!
I was waiting for you to let that drop, man.
Let me tell you guys, let me tell you, this story had absolutely nothing to do with traveling outside the country.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing with being abroad.
Yeah.
I asked, may I ask again?
Yeah.
Quite. Okay, and Nyata, I just wanted to ask, does this research conducted by visual capitalists affect us as, at all? And is it true that we are constantly online? He was just like, you know, as recently
as I went to Australia.
Where was my question supposed to direct him to answer me and tell me that he traveled? Where was the context?
Let's hear.
So as a person who has traveled to Australia recently, people are busy. You know, they don't have time to use their phones. Come back to Kenya. People have no jobs. You know, the only place they're going to spend their time on is social media to look for jobs. You know, they're going to what is trending, what is happening. And, you know, you're not going to blame us Kenyans. Some of us now, because of being jobless, you know, with the joblessness, now we've been turned to content creators. So everybody wants to know, what can I do so that it can trend? Na mimi nipate pesa. We all see how people have been trending. You do something small, umetrend. Oh, sijui, alitisha mpoka. You know, even our dads, even our fathers. Actually, Amina, you'd be shocked. If you go to TikTok, masaa kama haya, 10 p.m. wakati watu wamelala, when some of us are active, our dads, our mothers, our grandmothers are on social media. They're on TikTok. I saw another grandma sleeping on TikTok. Analala kabisa, tap, 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 tap. Yeah, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Hey, tap, 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 tap. Hey, tap, tap, tap. I mean, it's something to be worried about. Again, I traveled to Australia, and that's where I got
where is the connection, a big? Anyway, so Kwach, after you went to the US, and then what happened?
You know, I think the thing about us being on social media could be accessibility, could be us and mobile phones, could be us. And there are so many factors. I'm yet to know why Starlink chose us as an entry here.
Exactly.
So it might have something to do with a survey on us being maybe tech savvy or being really... Like more than 80% of Kenyans are now have access to phones with internet.
Right.
So that says something about us. So maybe this is why we are on the internet a lot, and maybe this is why we are winning all TWIFs, all Twitter wars. We are winning them, and that's why people all around the world are saying, don't mess with a Kenyan. Even those who do not have anything to do with Africa, they still keep saying, oh, nini, which country in Africa would wa Kenya wameja huko hivi. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's also a feeling that, you know, you go to any random post on the internet.
There has to be a Kenyan.
Any random post on the internet. Utaona mtu amecomment, najua nyinyi watu wa nini huko.
Wakenya tuko hapa.
That's so true. I think there has been a study that has shown excess use of social media is linked to mental illness. So I think as Kenyans, we don't have an outlet. We are very stressed. I mean, anybody who's employed, you saw your October payslip and the huge deduction you got from SHA, and there's NSSF Tier 1 coming in January, and so many other things. And like Nyata said, we have the largest population in Eastern Central Africa of young people, and unfortunately, they're unemployed. So they go on social media for some sort of relief, reprieve. Because you know, when you're dead scrolling, you're not thinking. Your mind is just full of dopamine because of all the videos and reels that you're watching that you forget your troubles. So it's actually a worrying trend, and it may reflect the mood
and the mental state of our nation.
But Cindy,
People are stressed.
Compare na India, Cindy, we are on social media more than India.
Yeah, because India has factories. People
They're
work.
industrious. Yeah,
You
they're
know,
industrious.
here, guys leave school, guys leave college. Doctors don't have work.
Yeah.
Teachers don't have work.
Cindy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We literally have absolutely no time and we have to run out the show. So this is to you.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday
Oh,
to you.
yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Happy